Cam Tran. And yes, we're getting ready for hurricane season because we're in it now, Cam. But we also have impact weather today that is going to be for our afternoon and evening hours.
Yeah, between the hours of 5 and 10, Jason, I think is when we could see an isolated thunderstorm between that could be strong to severe. Thankfully, in the tropics, things are quiet. But here at home, we've got quite a bit of activity. We go from a 40% chance of rain today to an 80% chance on Wednesday. I'll talk more about those big changes in a second, but first let's get through today where we do have some impact weather. Right now, our first warning radar just showing a couple of tiny rain showers that are about to make its way east into southern portions of Osceola County. So Yeehaw Junction, you'll be getting a couple of showers pretty soon. Our best chances of rain today will be mostly areas along I-4 on east and southward. Notice the farther north and west you are away from Orlando, you're looking at basically dry conditions today. So let's take a look at the setup. Majority of your day today is actually looking quite nice. Mostly sunny skies. It's going to be warm, highs in the upper 80s. But then as we go into around 5 o'clock, could see a pop-up shower and thunderstorm here. Again, mostly I-4 and eastward. Then as we go into the evening, a couple of isolated thunderstorms still around 9 to 10 o'clock. It's between this window that we could see one or two become strong to severe. Waking up on this Monday morning, time now is 7:48. It is 73 in Orlando, 74 in St. Cloud, 71 right now in Sanford. Highs today will be climbing into the upper 80s, right around 90 degrees, which is actually quite seasonal or right on par for where we should be this time of year. 89 the high this afternoon in Sanford, 91 in Leesburg, 87 the high in Daytona Beach later today. Our chance of rain, pretty low, only a 40% coverage, but notice we increase that to an 80% chance on Wednesday, a 70% chance on Thursday, and let me show you the reason why. Looking at for tomorrow, we're going to see increasing clouds and then highs in the afternoon. Rain chance is going to increase a bit for Tuesday, but look at Wednesday. Here's a look at Futurecast for Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, and then we're going to expect an area low pressure that's going to develop and then lift north. That's going to bring us more widespread rain and even some heavy rain at times on Wednesday. It's not a tropical low that's expected. It's just a plain old low pressure system that's going to develop along a frontal boundary, but it's really going to enhance our showers and thunderstorms, especially mid to late week. So here's again a look at your Central Florida certified most accurate forecast. High rain coverage from Wednesday through Friday, and we are going to see drier conditions this upcoming weekend, just a 40% chance of rain. But with those drier conditions moving in, high temperatures will be in the low 90s. Also, keep in mind we have some Saharan dust that will be heading our way by midweek. That dust will also be sitting around this upcoming weekend. That's also going to help clear out those bring in some lower rain chances Saturday and Sunday. Megan.
Yeah, I'm getting another check of traffic this morning. We have learned an additional person was killed in this crash along Colonial Drive. So 2 people total. That includes 1 driver and a passenger in that same vehicle. And there were 2 cars involved. So unfortunate news there. There is a roadblock in both directions right at Hiawassee Road. So Apopka Vineland Road as well as Powers Drive is going to be the detour if you're traveling out the door along that stretch of State Road 50. There's also a deadly crash here. This is separate, Lake Eleanor Drive, just south of Oak Ridge Road. This is involving just 1 car. We did learn a man crashed into a building here around 6:30 this morning. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. So there's still an active scene there. Working to get you those live pictures, hopefully coming up in the next hour of CW18. I-4 in Seminole County traveling past Lake Mary Boulevard into Longwood. No major backups this morning, and those travel times are in the green between Altamont Springs and the Turnpike along I-4. Westbound, we're at 14 minutes. Eastbound, we're at 13.
And we're covering breaking news on the roads with Meaghan Mackey.
Yeah, Jason, there's 2 deadly crashes I'm monitoring this morning, including this one here along Colonial Drive in Orlando. The deadly crash is right at Hiawassee Road. We know 2 people were killed in this crash. So Apopka Vineland Road as well as Powers Drive are going to be the detour because that stretch of Colonial is going to be closed for a little bit of time this morning. This is a live look at I-4 heading out the door from our tower camera at WESH 2. Cam, you are monitoring some impact weather for later on today.
That's right. The hours will be between about 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock this evening. We could see an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm, mostly for areas I-4 on east and southward. Right now, as we take a look at our satellite and radar, it is a quiet start. No rain to talk about as of yet, but the highest rain chances will be mostly the Orlando metro on southward. Areas north and west of Orlando, you're looking at fairly dry conditions today. 12-hour forecast, bright sunshine, mostly sunny skies, a high of 89 degrees later on this afternoon, just a 40% chance of rain, so rain chances are fairly low. We are expecting more wet weather on the way, though, by midweek. Back to you guys.
Two separate deadly crashes this morning. This is a live picture from our crew here at the scene along Lake Eleanor Drive. This is south of Oak Ridge Road and just off of OBT. There was a driver who reportedly ran into this building around 6:30 this morning. They were taken to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. So there was a closure there. And I also want to give you a look at my maps here this morning. Taking a look, you can see our chopper's actually up and cruising here, so not going to be a big traffic impact there. But Colonial Drive is shut down for that second deadly crash at Hiawassee Road. 2 people killed in this crash. The detour is going to be the 408 or Apopka Vineland Road. Cam, you're also monitoring a pretty busy morning in the weather department for later on today.
Impact weather between 5 to 10 o'clock tonight, so pretty late this evening. Right now, as we take a look at our satellite and radar, all is pretty quiet, but we are expecting an upper level disturbance to move in later today. That could help fire up a few showers and thunderstorms, especially between 5 and 10. Today's greatest rain chances will be for areas I-4 on south and eastward, so essentially the Orlando metro. 12-hour forecast showing the majority of your day actually looks nice. We'll see a high of 89 degrees. We have a 40% chance of rain later this afternoon. Back to you guys.